bad Shakespeare. Naughty Shakespeare. I know that doesn't say bad Shakespeare, it says bad Shakespeare, but you know, that's my dissertation on the literary canon. So, I'm supposed to be doing that right now, but I thought I'd make this because, first of all, I went to see John Green the other day, which was fantastic with my girlfriend and our friends, and I got wait for it, sign. It's actually got a Hanklerfish as well, and we met them, and I told him that basically he's the reason I messaged my girlfriend on Tumblr in the first place, and now we've been together 7 months. So that was something I never thought I'd ever do, but that's not what I want to talk about today. I wanted to jump on current issues and talk about the recent gay marriage bill that's been passed, which I think is brilliant, really, because it shouldn't be a thing that has to be passed. It should just be a thing that already is, because it's telling people that they're not allowed to be people in the way it previously was, because being able to marry the person you love is a human right, and I can't believe that it's taken this long, but it's been passed now. But a lot of people will complain that it's still not enough and it's not a worldwide thing, but I think what people need to understand about the world, this is just my view, it might be wrong and you can argue with it if you want, but things don't happen worldwide like that. That's what happens. That's kind of a dictatorship in a way, even though it's pushing for something good. If one person suddenly said, no, that's what's going to happen worldwide now, then we'd be living under one person's rule, and that's wrong no matter what they're pushing for, because I think, obviously, some people have horrible views, and I want to read out something I read in the Times, because I'm intellectual. The funny story, when I was in Waterloo Station buying this, every newspaper had a newsline. I'm an English student. A headline about gay marriage, apart from the Sun, which went with Gascoigne gets cheeky pint before rehab, which, you know, is the Sun being extremely current with their issues. But this is the view of someone, and I won't tell you who he is after I've read it, because it will cause confusion, but he said, "Personally, I think gay marriage will have some very bad consequences. I was in South Africa for 12.5 years. Most of my work was in the townships. I have seen what happens when sexual morality breaks down in the very poor, vulnerable communities. It is similar to the argument about drugs. If you legalise drugs, you solve some problems, but send a very clear message that this activity is approved." Now that is a disgusting, narrow-minded view. And the fact that he calls it a breakdown, he basically calls it a breakdown of sexual morality to be gay. And people are gay. People should accept this. It's not a thing. It's something that happens. It's the same as being straight. I'm trying to write a book not about being gay. It is a theme that I want to include in the book. And I asked myself, how can I write about being gay when I'm not gay? But then I just thought, it's the same thing. That's how I can write about being gay. It's the same thing, just a different sexuality. And the fact that I'm completely anti-drugs. I don't like drugs. That's another video for another day. But he's compared it to the drug question, which drugs do bad things. That's a scientifically proven fact. And he's compared it to that, and it's just wrong. Now, he's a priest. He's a reverend, and I am not in any way anti-religious. I think religion, I've never ever met a priest who has hated gay people or stopped people being gay, because I've asked priests about it, and most of them say a sort of do what you like kind of thing, as long as the ultimate message of the Bible is good. Treat one another as you like to be treated. And some people say you shouldn't need the Bible to tell you that, but why does it matter in the end? If you get the right message, why does it matter where it comes from? As long as, I just don't think views should be pushed, and I think his views are wrong. So, but they are dying out. And it's a good thing that slowly, bit by bit, the world is getting better. It's like the black people civil rights, in not just black people, the ethnic civil rights question that was running through the 60s and is slowly, and still exists in lesser developed parts of the world and within some, again, narrow-minded people. But it is no longer a law, or the law has been passed now to give people who have freedom the right to be free. And they should, and one day, gay people will have the right to do it whatever they like, because that's the way the world works. Good people, I think, always in the end win, no matter how hard it might be and how horrible it is. In the end, maybe in 100 years' time, it will be. And the worst thing is there'll be a new problem. There'll be a new issue of freedom. But that's the way the world works. And I think this is a brilliant victory for freedom. And we should all be happy about it and know that one day the world will be a better place in that respect. So that's what I got to say today.